Hello everyone and happy Wednesday. Today I'm coming on with my baby girl. This is Danay Divine and she is the Ellie Sue Sculpt by Bonnie Brown, and she was reborn by Miss Beverly from Beverly's Babies. Yes, my sweet girl. She's going to be changed today. And she's going to be changed into something very simple because it's pretty hot and humid. So she's just going to wear this simple romper. And this is by Cardis in the newborn size. And it's white and it has this beautiful floral print. Yeah, and it's also sleeveless. Yeah, it's a sleeveless romper. And because it's so hot and humid, she's not going to wear any socks. She's just going to wear these sandals. And the sandals are by Koala Baby in a size 0. Yes, and the color white. Yes. So that is what Danay is going to wear. But first, let me go ahead and just freshen up her pampers. So I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. And I've been pretty busy just trying to keep up with my everyday chores. You know, hubby is home now, and because hubby and my daughter is at home, my work has increased a lot. So hubby is calling me. 1 minute. I'm back. Yes, that was hubby calling me. So I haven't really been like able to really spend very much time with the babies during the day. Now at night, when hubby and I go to bed, when he's asleep, when he's snoring, I would cuddle with the babies. Yes, I would at least cuddle 2 different babies. Yeah, so actually I haven't cuddled Danay in a while. So this is a treat for me. I've cuddled Safari and Dyson. Yeah. I need to make a video with Dyson too because it's been a while since I made one with him. Yeah. Alright, so back to my baby girl. So let me go ahead and check her diaper. I'm not going to change her diaper. I didn't bring a diaper in. So I'm just going to freshen this one up. And this is a newborn size diaper that she's wearing. So she's going to keep this onesie on. This is a sleeveless white onesie by Cardis and the newborn size. And again, she is a perfect newborn size. But let me mention this. I had promised myself to ask Miss Beverly if this is the original body that came with this kit. Because when you purchase the Ellie Sue kit, it comes with a body. And for the bodies that I've been noticing, this body seems to be a little bit different. Like the bodies that comes with the Ellie Sue, the style body seems to be like very bulky, especially in the midsection. But this body looks to be one of Bountiful Baby's body. I didn't confirm that with Miss Beverly, but I think it is. So I think because she's on this body, she tends to fit the newborn size clothing much better. That's what I'm thinking. Because when I noticed, like, when I was expecting this baby girl, let me go ahead and dress her and talk. When I was expecting this baby girl and I had asked a few moms, they all said she wears 0 to 3 months. That's what they said. Yeah, but like I said, I have never asked Miss Beverly, so I don't know. But I tell you this, I do prefer this body. Me personally, I prefer this body. I do. Yeah. Let me lift you up, hey. Come to mama. Come to mama. Come to mommy. Yeah. So Danay, she's like, oh, mommy, what are you doing? All right. And this little romper is so cute. I love the colors. This came with one of my babies. I don't remember which one. I really don't remember. If I had to guess, I would say McQuell. Probably came with McQuell. But anyway, so an update as to what's happening here in the Bahamas in terms of the virus. Okay, so I did mention probably in one of my videos, one of my recent videos, that I was expecting company because, you know, in March, the Bahamas, our government, our prime minister had shut down the borders. There was no domestic traveling. There was no international traveling. We were on curfews. We were trying to fight this virus. And, you know, and we were doing good, I must say. Unfortunately, we've had some persons that succumbed to the virus that did pass away. Unfortunately, we've had like 11 persons in total. You know, and my condolences goes to those families. It's a terrible thing. But overall, the Bahamas has been doing well in terms of there not being like a surge in cases. Yeah, because our prime minister, there was one of the islands, I think it was Bimini. Bimini started to get a surge, and right away our prime minister, he put the island of Bimini on lockdown to control that, and it worked. There haven't been any cases, to my understanding, after he has done the lockdown. Yeah, so that's good. But now, domestic traveling had started again in late June, which was last month. I just had a few visitors, a family that had visited from Nassau, my husband's family, and I really was uncomfortable about having a visit so soon, because I felt like, because things were just opening up, I was uncomfortable with like company at this time. I was truly uncomfortable. I spoke to my husband about it, but he felt pretty safe and comfortable having his company come over. And at that time, we had the case. At that time, the amount of cases in total in the whole Bahamas was 104 cases. And there have not been an increase in like 3-4 weeks during this time. That was during this time. So, you know, hubby and I spoke about it, and we agreed, okay, yeah, you know, for company to come over. And they came, and we had a great time, and they left, and everybody is fine. Everybody is COVID free in my home. The island that I live, we have no cases. Everything went well. But now that the government, the prime minister has opened domestic traveling, on July 1st, the government opened up international traveling. Now there's a surge in new cases. And let me say this, and it's not because of tourists coming in, because there are not very many tourists coming in at this time. There are some, yes, but the surges is not necessarily because of tourists coming in, but it's because of Bahamians traveling out, because they're going to certain places that is considered hot spots. Like in Florida is a hot spot. Certain places is considered a hot spot that Bahamian persons are going, and they're visiting, they're going traveling internationally and got infected and return home, and now there's a spread. And we have Nassau increased, not very much, but the island that has increased tremendously is Grand Bahama. Yes, because Grand Bahama lately they've been having, like, they went from having maybe like I don't even know what, 5 cases in 1 week to like 15 cases in 1 day. The next day, 20 cases in 1 day. Yeah, like now the count, because remember, from now the case has risen from 104 the beginning of July 1st, and now there has been a surge of increased cases. Now the total in the Bahamas is 194. Yes, 194. So what has happened is our Prime Minister had a press conference, and right away he announced that the island of Grand Bahama is under a lockdown. So automatically, for anyone who was visiting Grand Bahama, the Prime Minister had stopped domestic traveling. So who is ever in Grand Bahama has to stay in Grand Bahama until after 2 weeks, because this lockdown is for 2 weeks. And then at the end of the 2 weeks, he will review to see if he needs to continue for another 2 weeks or whether he will allow persons to travel again. So now domestically, there's no traveling. And also internationally, there's no traveling. I can hear my husband. Yes, my love. I'm making a video. Huh? Okay, give me about 5 minutes and then I'll come. Thank you. So that's hubby. Yes, that was hubby. Yeah, so what was I saying? Okay, so now all the borders are closed. There's no more traveling domestically, no more traveling international. It's just a matter of trying to control and put an end to the virus here in the Bahamas. There's some islands that has still not been affected, like the island that I live, there's no cases. And then there's also other islands that has not been infected. So we have about maybe 3 or 4 islands that has been infected. Now New Providence is not under a lockdown because they have not had a surge in cases. Only Grand Bahama. So Grand Bahama is under this lockdown. And keep in mind, Grand Bahama is where my hubby goes to work. So because of it, he's been watching the increase in cases. So since domestic traveling has opened, he had returned to work once. But he noticed that gradually the numbers was going up. So he had planned to travel last week or week before last, and he had canceled that because he felt like, because of the increase in cases, he had a feeling that the Prime Minister would have locked down Grand Bahama, which he did. And he was afraid of being stuck in Grand Bahama for 2 weeks and having his family here on the island that we live. We would have to wait until the 2 weeks is up for him to return home. So he had canceled that trip to work last week. And now the Prime Minister has locked down the island of Grand Bahama. So he's home now again for like 2 weeks, just until I guess the Prime Minister would have to review the numbers in 2 weeks to see whether he needs to continue the lockdown or not. Yeah, so that's basically what has been happening with me here. I've been really busy in terms of trying to keep up with everyday work. Now, right now, I have to, hubby wants a snack, so I'm going to go and get him a snack, and then I'm going to start dinner. So, yeah. So that's it, everyone. So here's my baby girl again. Again, this is Danay, And again, she is the Ellie Sue kit by Bonnie Brown, reborn by Miss Beverly from Beverly's Babies. And I'm just loving this little romper on her. Very, very cute. And the sandals, of course, is too big for her because, trust me, this kid has a very, very small feet. Her feet is so small. This is a size 0 and it's still too big. But that's okay. She's still gonna wear it. So that's it, everyone. So thank you all so much for watching, and you have a super great day. Bye-bye.